Wednesday.
What's up? We're
How's
back.
everybody doing?
Man, we're back. Guess what?
We are back. It's Wednesday.
Yep, Wednesday.
Welcome to Just Our Opinion with Robin,
Mike,
and Ty.
and Ty.
And Ty.
So what's up?
Yo, today we got an awesome show ahead of us, fellas.
Okay.
We're talking about where is the romance?
Mm.
Are you doing what you did to get me to keep me? Ooh. But before we go there, wait, time out. Y'all know we got to handle some business. Before we go there, we want to shout out our sponsor for the day, for this episode.
Yep.
Yes, indeedy.
The Joke Collection. Body butters. If y'all watched the show last week, if you didn't go watch the show last week, it's all nice and soft. Shout out to the Joke Collection.
Yep.
Man,
we definitely appreciate them.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I think I'm still silkily smooth from last week.
It seems that way.
I'm still good.
Sliding around nickel slick from
Right.
last week.
Yes. Keep your skin nice and moisturized.
Right.
Definitely. Shout out to y'all.
Make sure y'all hit them up on their Facebook page for ordering. They have different fragrances and different levels of oomph to each different fragrance. So make sure you hit them up on their Facebook page.
Yep.
Get them some oomph.
While y'all got those cards out, make sure you check out our merch. Wait a minute, I'm wearing a new merch today.
Look at that.
Yes. Check us out.
Check out our merch, the Just Our Opinion collection, or we got the hashtag Headscarf Loving collection. Make sure you check us out.
Yes, indeed.
I'm sure y'all wondering why we don't have our regular cups on the table today.
Because guess what?
We fancy today.
We fancy today.
Yeah.
So cheers.
Cheers.
Listen.
Tell them what we're cheering to.
Cheers to y'all.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
We hit 1,000 followers.
Thank you for all your support.
Yes, indeedy.
We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. So,
Absolutely.
Since y'all love us and we got 1,000 followers, I need everybody to stop what you're doing right now and share this video. Share it in private pages. Share it on your page. Share it on your grandma page. Call your mama. Tell her to share it on her page.
Tell
too.
everybody.
Everybody, stop and share. Stop and share. Don't worry. I'll wait.
Dum, 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 dum.
Get it.
Dum, 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 dum. Boom, boom, boom.
Share.
Boom, boom, boom.
Share the page.
Boom, boom.
Share the page.
Boom, 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 boom.
Y'all done? Cool.
Thank you.
So like I said, today we're talking about where's the romance?
Where is it?
Right.
Are you doing what you did to get me to keep me?
Well,
I guess we're going to let Michael go first since me and Robin looked at Michael. So, Miguel.
Okay. I ain't scared.
Don't be scared.
We'll see.
Do your thing. Don't be scared.
Okay, so are you doing what you did to get me
to keep
me? I think on both sides of the fence, that answer is no for both the male and the female. I don't think that in the beginning of any courtship, relationship, or anything like that we are as excited and go get them as we was in the beginning, and then when time gets set in, it starts to like slow down a bit.
I mean, you do have the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
There's a name for it for a reason, right?
I mean,
yes, Lord.
There's a name for it for a reason. So you do have the honeymoon phase, and the honeymoon phase is y'all can't even get ready for work without, you know what I'm saying, wanting to jump each other's bones and
right.
You know, y'all cuddling on the sofa and, you know, stuff like that. So, I mean, there's a name for it for a reason.
I mean, but
I guess my question is why?
Why?
Like, why is that?
Why is what?
Why is that kind of a everybody feels that? Like, why is that something that every relationship, every marriage goes through? Why is
the romance
that things kind of dwindle down? Like the flame kind of.
You wasn't doing that in the beginning. You wasn't doing it in the beginning.
It ain't just the women though.
Okay, I can tell you. Okay, we can make this real simple on the guys' part. Why guys stop doing the romance and stuff like that? Because we lazy. We need to be doing more of it, but we just don't. We just lazy. And we only bring it up during those holidays. Valentine's Day, your birthday, when you complain to us that we ain't doing it no more. But then the one thing that we hate is that when you all complain and say you don't buy me flowers anymore, and we buy y'all flowers, and then y'all say, you just getting it because I said something.
You like, duh.
Yeah. but I'll tell you why. The reason why we hate that, because we asked y'all for the kitty way more than y'all asked us for flowers. And when y'all finally give it to us, do we say, you only giving it to us because I've been begging for it?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You going to deny it? You going to not take it?
No, but I'm saying if we don't say it, they shouldn't say it when we get them flowers.
So we have a comment from Jasmine, and she said, people get too comfortable.
Ooh.
Yeah, lazy.
No,
lazy.
it ain't lazy.
Laziness and comfort might be two completely different things.
You get
comfort is just because people don't want to say they lazy. You lazy.
no.
Talking about comfort.
No, so I feel like the complacency.
You ain't throwing it back because you lazy, not because you comfortable. You ain't throwing it back because throwing it back takes some work.
But in the beginning,
to put in the work.
I agree with you on that. In the beginning, there was a lot more thrust and a lot more throwing it back and a lot more energy because she feel like, oh, I'm about to lock him down.
Yeah, you put in the work before you get locked down.
I don't necessarily think that's the case.
It's the case.
And we be super gentlemen in the beginning.
Right,
we opening up car doors.
Right, because we trying to get that.
We booking dates. We surprising. We coming up to the job with flowers. We doing all of that.
Let me tell you what my problem is.
But we stop.
The stop is where my problem lies because, first of all, I don't want to be the initiator. Hey, Cassia, I don't want to be the initiator. I don't want to have to tell you I don't feel like you're doing those things that you used to do, or I don't feel the romance in our relationship, or, I don't feel like you put forth the effort. I don't want to have to tell you that. So how do I, as a woman, get those things without having to say that?
Okay, the very first thing you do is listen. And then you go to Facebook and you rewind it back to a couple of shows when us guys said we stupid and we need the reminding every now and again. If you just listen sometimes and stop talking all the time, then maybe you wouldn't have to remind us.
Ladies, give it to him in the comments, and I promise I'll share all y'all comments. Give it to him. Give it to him in the comments.
Somebody just shot you, bro.
I don't care if they was listening.
So we got a comment from Angela, and it says that you're taking each other for granted. That's one of the reasons that thing don't stop.
Listen, that's key.
Absolutely.
That's key.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. Like, for real.
Shout out to Angela.
Yeah, that's definally a
By the way, you guys,
point.
Angela's my big sister.
Hello.
So?
Don't be sewing my sister. Don't be sewing my sister.
Listen,
and Jesus is my savior. You don't see me saying that.
So definitely that is key. Taking people for granted. Like, oh, now that you locked in, well, not locked in. I don't want to say it like that.
Locked in.
Now that you are further along in your marriage or your relationship, you feel like, oh, I don't have to do the same things that I was doing in the beginning because she ain't gonna go nowhere.
Right. With the I do comes the I
then
don't.
You're gonna be salty. You're gonna be salty.
See, and I think that's the part that bothers
and
me.
What you mean she do? What if he do?
Y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Let's just be clear. Let's just be clear. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Because this moment we just go ahead and throw it in a circle for y'all one good time. Y'all like, oh, that's why I love her. But you still ain't did nothing romantic for me.
All the romance. You know why I'm speechless? Because this ninja just sit up here and said, you ain't do nothing romantic for me, when she was just complaining a couple of episodes ago about, I need my chest. He ain't bought my chest. And now we got clothes everywhere because I didn't get my chest. So I happened to be over here. What was that? Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
And guess what came in the house? A chest. And now she talking about he ain't done nothing romantic for me. You should have been throwing it back all
Hold on,
week.
that ain't romantic, Ty.
All
My
week.
chest romantic.
That's not romantic.
That's romantic.
No.
Because
No.
that's something you've been wanting.
No,
No.
that's something we've been needing.
Whatever.
That is
Whatever.
not romantic
Ty,
to buy
You
something
should have
that
been
we
throwing
need.
it back all week.
That is
It should have
not-
been circle motion going on
For a
all
dress.
A
week.
dresser?
You act like the dresser was cheap. Yes, for a Pop-Tart, damn it. Yes. If I bring you a Pop-Tart in bed, you throwing it back.
Ty, dude,
What?
I'm with you on the. Hey, don't.
They be giving us the kitty
Okay,
for our birthday.
wait a minute.
Bro.
Okay, speaking of that, Jonathan said, naturally, people don't pay for what they believe they own or have. Both women and men stop. Throwing it in a circle ain't romance.
Ooh.
It's romance for me. Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
You can throw on some sexy music and throw it in a circle. Boom.
Denny.
Tonight is the night.
Bro.
Jonte,
That's romance for me.
Dude, stop.
I mean, my
Listen.
wife may need a little something extra,
Let me
but
move
she
my
can throw
glass.
it in a circle for me romantically anytime.
Okay, so
Something wrong with you.
So you know.
Nuh-uh.
Okay, so let's take it. Let's take it.
I
bit
just
further.
happen to love my wife's circle.
So let's take
A
it.
hell of a circle.
So let's take it a bit further. If one person ain't doing it, then that is that a direct reflection of the other party saying, "Well, if I'm not getting what I need, then I'm not going to give them what they need."
No, you shouldn't do that.
But wouldn't that be fair though?
Life ain't fair, but
I don't necessarily believe it's a tit for tat, personally.
no, you shouldn't do tit for tat.
Yeah, I don't think it's a tit for tat. I really think I think Jonathan was right, to be quite honest with you. People don't pay for what they own. I already have you. I did all of this stuff to get you, but now that I have you, I don't necessarily have to go through all of those motions.
Well, that's how you end up about to lose them.
It become a level of comfort. It becomes a level of stability because, now we got kids and, we're doing all this stuff together. We have a home. It's like, oh, well, I don't need to run bath water anymore. I don't need to go on plan romantic dates anymore and things of that nature because you have that person and you've gotten comfortable.
Can y'all stop putting icing on that pile of crap y'all talking?
Hold on.
Everything
hold on.
y'all saying is going back
I
to
don't want you to
lazy.
the wrong-
Lazy people get lazy.
So here it is. It's like this. The environment of the family, the home, the operation of the home sometimes gets in the way of taking that time to take a pause and be like, I've been giving my attention to more of the housework, more of the everything. So, you get so busy that you just the relationship takes a backseat sometimes, and that ain't right.
It's not
but,
right.
I mean, it happens. I mean,
Yeah.
you work, she work, y'all got kids, y'all got obligations and everything like that. So sometimes you forget. I mean, you could say, well, that's what vacations is for, and that's what date nights is for, and stuff like that. But
I mean, we need to. I'm talking about everybody. Men and women both need to stop being lazy because romance can be simple as writing her a sticky note of how much
That
you
is true.
appreciate her
That
and
is true.
leave it on the mirror
That is true.
or something
Send her
like that.
Send her a
Right.
song that it reminded me of you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
and
absolutely.
for her, she may not have to all the way throw it back at you, but she may come downstairs while you ironing clothes or something and just give you a quick lap dance or something like
I need to know why all your romance
is
revolves
sexual
around sex.
that. Because my love language is physical touch. I don't need the gifts. I just need you to I need that physical touch. I didn't say you
Well,
had
and
to
you know what?
throw it. If you can have on your clothes or whatever and come give me a little.
So, and you know what? That's
You know?
interesting. It's interesting that you brought that up. You brought up your love language. Because I think that's another place where people miss
Poo-pooing
romance.
on my love language.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
Yes, you is.
Your mama.
That's why you ain't getting no romance.
that would be you.
Shots fired.
Well, what I was gonna say is, it's interesting that you brought up the love language thing, because I think back to what we talked about previously, a lot of people try to show romance or
In
you know,
huge gestures.
and other people's
Yeah.
love in their love language, or a love language that your spouse does not identify with.
Right.
You can't, if your spouse's love language is physical touch, you can't buy them a gift. If their love language is words of affirmation, you know, you can't be touching on them. It's just, you have to figure out what your partner's love language
Right.
is as well.
But they were doing that in the beginning. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, they knew that in the beginning, but something happened to where it fell
or
off.
in the beginning, they
I'll
were just
tell you
they were
what
just
happened.
trying a hodgepodge of different things.
The representative.
No, what happened? It ain't no
And
representative.
that's what it is.
It's a
I truly
representative.
believe that you date a person's representative
On
at
both
the
sides
beginning.
of the fence.
You date somebody representative for 3 to 6 months. Y'all giving men too much credit to think we gonna hold on to that representative past 3 months. We aren't that good.
At least you're being honest about it.
This is true.
But
The thing that changed, we said I do, we got lazy, and we stopped doing the stuff.
So we
That's
got a
all it
comment from Will, and it says, you get caught up in the routine.
Yep.
yeah, that's what I was mentioning about the whole day-to-day operation, the whole I go to work, she go to work, and you know, everything that's going on with the family. And you sometimes just, it slip her mind. She tired by the end of the day. But when
And
we
then
first
let's
started,
throw kids in that equation.
yeah, but when we first was together, it may not have been kids involved at that point, but we was running bath waters and come on and hear this, that, and that, because there was something we were trying to achieve.
Yeah, we was trying to achieve them draws. That's what we was trying to.
I mean, I get it. I get it. But you can lose that achievement real fast.
Yeah,
if
if you don't
get
do what you
complacent.
need to do. Yeah, get complacent. Like you said, you come home for work, but you don't have to wait till you get home for work
To be romantic. This is
Send
true.
her a romantic
It can
text,
be a text message.
Well, see, okay,
and then
let me-
she send you back something special.
See, for me, like,
'Cause that's your love language.
That's my love language.
my issue be I be having
Where
these
is the love?
these big grandiose ideas, and I feel like if it ain't this big, then it don't mean.
See,
as
that's
much.
the thing.
Like I want, like in my mind, it's like
It doesn't
I
have to
want
be
do
that
this.
big.
I want to do this.
So it has to be big or nothing.
to me. Well, that's the argument. That's where it'd be like, well, you could. It don't
You
cost you
couldn't do
nothing.
the small things.
Yeah, and to me, it's like the small things just. It seems so
See,
cliche.
You know what? And I'm the opposite. Because the big is kind of something that always happens. It's the small that I want. It's the cute love letters. It's the text messages. It's the run me some bath water. It's the, rub my back at night. It's, it's those type of things that I want, because the rest of it is like, okay.
We
all
sending
right.
that chest back. We sending the car back. Y'all moving into a shack. And we go see how.
But you know what?
big.
But that's a good point. You saying it for a joke, but that's a good point.
Yeah.
Does that matter? Like, does that have an effect? Like, is it like I can appreciate the little things because sometimes I get the big things, and if I'm getting the big things, then I'm missing out on the little
See,
things.
and that was what my point was. The big things come regularly, and it's not necessarily him being romantic with the big things either. Again, the chest happened.
That's your love
The
language.
chest happened because it was something we needed. It was something that had been discussed. And to be quite honest with you, let me make something very clear while our audience is watching. I went out and picked the chest and scheduled delivery. It's not like he went out and came back and was like, "Oh yeah, I got that chest you wanted."
Duh. Of course you went out and picked it and scheduled. Because if he would have picked it, you wouldn't have liked something.
as long as it matched the bedroom set, it
nope,
didn't make me no difference.
Nope. It could have been the same color and the design was off and you would have had that face turned up some kind of way like, this ain't quite the one I wanted.
Whatever.
I don't know.
My point is that it's for me. It's not the big stuff. Like
Right.
I'm at that point where it's the small things I
Right.
want. It's the text messages. It's the sticky notes. It's the go get my car detailed, fill up the tank. The shit, my car take premium. Go fill up the tank.
How you go from sticky notes to premium gas? That ain't small. See, it's the sticky notes. It's the get my car detailed.
And then premium gas. Premium gas. Hey, what you say, man? Let you dwell in small for a minute.
She named one small thing, one sticky note, and a text message.
So let's help. Let's help some people out. What are some small things that we used to do that we don't do no more?
My husband used to buy me flowers every Friday.
Okay.
And now because I own a floral company, I can't get a carnation in this house.
I mean, every Friday?
He used to buy me flowers every Friday.
So he set that expectation. So
every Friday.
To stop doing that, then it's like, why you stop giving me
flowers? What happened was I started a floral company and I can't get a carnation in this house now.
Well, man, that's your fault.
For starting a business?
Yeah. You know better now. Start a McDonald's.
The nerve of me for being an entrepreneur.
You got that mitigated gall.
The nerve of me.
To start flowers. You knew I was buying you flowers every Friday. Hey.
So okay. So there's the running the bath waters, opening car doors.
See the
planning dates.
Yeah,
you know what I realized?
The bath water,
the
bath water thing. That's tricky.
I suck at that.
You know, because women like that straight from the gates of hell water. And if you run it and let it sit too long before they get there, then they upset that it's like medium warm now. You gotta,
but it's the thought that counts,
and not when it comes to bath water. If it ain't gates of hell hot,
hot,
then they gonna be mad that you wasted they good.
You know what? Let me throw something out there. Since it seemed that if I come on our show and air the things that I want to happen, it seems to appear in our home. I've been trying to get a hot tub in this house or a whirlpool in this house. Can that be a romantic gesture?
That is not a romantic.
She just sit up here and bold-faced lie about, I don't want the big things. I'm missing the small things. I just want the little stuff. But I need you to buy me a hot tub.
A hot tub.
Right. But no, I'm Robin. I'm okay with the anything. Small, big, medium. If it's in my love language realm, you can't go wrong.
So we have a comment from Adrian. And I'm sorry, I got to pull it back up because it's kind of long. It says, my husband's a truck driver, 4 to 5 days, gone from home. Romance to me is just him being home. I cook a meal and we can swing our feet off the porch. It's the building the romance when money isn't there. Job isn't there. Physical or mental health become a concern or you're living on the corner. How do you keep the romance together when you have a busy life? I waited until the kids are grown now, and now we are playing catch up.
That's what you got to do. Like
you
that
can't
time,
wait till the kids is grown.
Like, yeah, I mean,
you can't. You gotta find a way to do something. And like we said, this is just our opinion. This isn't saying that we got it all the way together and figured out in our relationship.
Y'all help us out. Y'all help us out as much as we help y'all because y'all comments we give us something to think about in our own relationship. Right, sure. So absolutely.
As far as waiting for the kids. That's another thing that kind of put a wedge in between romantic evenings and nights and stuff like that.
Those natural cock blockers.
I'm not calling my kid.
Please, every kid is one. It's like they got
My son is.
It's like they got a special
son is.
alarm. Like they be
I feel you, bro,
sitting
but
and
you can't call them
waiting for you
natural
to-
hot
that's what
blockers.
they are. They be sitting and waiting for it to happen. Anything. And they don't never say
They
daddy.
daddy.
No,
It be
because you know
mommy.
daddy will be like,
Hey, get out of here. You better
Take
go.
your ass
Is
back to
anybody
bed.
dead?
Yeah.
No. Is anybody bleeding?
Right.
No. Go to bed.
So they always say, Mommy. And she be like, wait. He may have a tummy ache. So?
You're horrible. Horrible.
but you know
And
that's
it'd be like,
I want to sleep with you.
and she'd be
I had
like,
a bad dream.
yep. It's always the bad thing.
Okay. He can wait 3 more minutes. That's all. 3 minutes. Mommy, I can't wait 3 minutes.
Okay. I'm sorry, you guys, that Tyrese is having flashbacks over here.
Please. All my true married people know what it is when them kids be blocking.
Yeah.
Blocking your blessings.
First of all, you was not gonna say that about our babies.
It's a blessing to have a wife. And they be blocking your, what they call that time?
Quality.
Quality
your
time.
fellowship.
Oh, Lord.
When
It's
you
quality time.
It's fellowshipping.
That's what you call
That's
it.
what you call it.
That's what the book call it.
You
That
don't
is
know nobody
not-
then, huh?
The
that-
book do say fellowship.
That
The
wasn't talking
book
about.
say be fruitful and multiply.
So are you trying to multiply
I'm
every
trying
time
to
you...
be fruitful.
Hashtag fruitful.
Right. I'm halfway there, Jesus.
Hey.
I done multiplied.
You looking for the fruit.
Yeah, now I'm just trying to be fruitful.
Listen. So definitely to answer her question is just like you got to make time.
Yep.
That's just the bottom line. Like you
gotta
have
put
to
in
make
the
time.
work.
You got to make time on both ends.
Yep.
So, okay. My question is, how do you do that though? Like with the everyday life, with, you know, you got two business people, 2 people running careers, 2 people running businesses. You know, we got kids, we got all this outside external stuff going on outside of me and you. You know, all the stuff that we didn't have when we were able to be extremely romantic with each other. All the stuff that we didn't have when we were, you know, having this quality time with each other, when we were fellowshipping
Just
with
say
each
the
other
time before
regularly.
the kids.
No, it's not even just the kids. It's the time before all of it.
I mean, because in the beginning you had time. You figured it out.
Yeah. And I think we still can. We just have to put our mind to it and make our relationships priority.
All right.
Definitely. Okay, there's the
Okay.
word. Preach, Ty.
Make your relationship.
You blowing up my priority term? You breaking glass on my priority?
is that?
You tell me to preach,
is that?
then break the glass?
I meant to hit the horn.
See, I told you
We
to
knew that was gonna happen.
download. I told him to download. Won't he do it? That would have been a perfect time to do it, but he breaking glass.
I want y'all to
meant to
know
hit the horn.
that when we put up our new system on Saturday,
Oh my
we
God.
had a whole meeting
Oh, my
saying that
God.
Mike was gonna mess up the sound effects.
Yep.
We had a whole meeting. Mike swore up and down that this was not gonna happen, and sure enough, like we said,
One job.
you got one job.
All he had to do
We
was
had a
push a
whole
button.
meeting about
Push a
it
button.
because we knew Mike was gonna mess up the
I
sound effects.
apologize. I know I'm gonna get docked. I apologize. I hit the wrong button. That was
You
the-
going in? You know you're going in the book for that. You know you're going in the book for that.
Okay, let me get myself together. Okay.
And like I was saying before you decided to mess up the sound effect,
Sorry.
you had that time before.
And you have it now.
How do you make it now though?
The same way you made it before. The key term is that relationship, that person was a priority. He over here dying laughing, boy.
Okay.
We got a show to do, Mike.
Help him, Jesus. And making somebody a priority doesn't mean that you have to spend the next 8 or 9 hours with them. It just means that you have thought about them throughout the day and you want to let them know. It could be just as simple as that. And you're doing something to make them feel special within their love language.
So
I should write a book, at least a pamphlet.
I got it right this time.
Maybe a poem.
just stop with the sound effects, Mike. We're done.
Okay.
We're over it.
All right.
Thank you. We got a comment from Andrea, and she said you have to be spontaneous.
Yes, Lord.
Okay. Here's my thing about spontaneous.
So Andrea,
Yeah.
tell us what you mean by your spontaneous. Do you mean he coming home from work, he tired, he open that door. Soon as he open that door, it's throwing it in a circle.
no, Ty.
That's spontaneous.
You won't.
What is wrong with you?
That's her.
Throw it in a circle.
That's her being spontaneous. What she's saying is.
I asked her what she said.
Okay,
Don't
well,
put words in the woman's mouth.
Okay, so let me say this while she's saying what she's
Andrea,
saying.
what are you talking about? Are you talking about being spontaneous with the circle throws?
No.
Or are you talking about flowers and candy and something like that?
She's talking about period. I'm sure she's talking about period. She's talking about no matter what you do, just put a little bit of thought into it. Oh, wait, Andrea. Andrea, don't.
Let me put this up. Miss Andrea, she said, yep. Andrea throwing it in a circle. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Andrea. Okay.
Don't encourage him.
Don't encourage him.
Do not
Andrea.
encourage him.
Please don't encourage him.
This is what the people are saying.
Please don't encourage him.
Andrea.
So this is what she said about being spontaneous, and this is what my thing to that is. The woman has to be in a position to accept when I'm being spontaneous. So meaning like, if you like, going on with all of that, I'm tired, go on, leave me alone. We hear that enough.
That's why I said
and we hear that enough, and it's just like,
Let me
you
tell
gotta
y'all something.
make them a priority by doing the little things that's within their love language.
Let me
not
tell y'all.
ours.
Let me tell y'all something
Not
about
yours.
women. I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some game. Let me tell y'all some
You ain't
stuff
gotta
about
give
women.
us no game.
Let me tell you something, because again, do we have to express the only person that? Okay, all right.
Cut all
All right. If your wife, and I'm just speaking from as a wife, if your wife is constantly looking at you when you're trying to be spontaneous and she's telling you, oh, stop, I'm not in the mood, I'm not feeling all of that, it really has nothing to do with your spontaneity, and it has nothing to do with your attempting to be romantic. There is something else that is hindering her from being able to receive your romance. There is something else. There is an underlying issue, whether it's y'all done got into it, or whether, the bills is piling up, or whether like there's an underlying issue, because as women, naturally we absorb romance.
Right.
So if we're constantly pushing you off when you're trying to be romantic, there's an underlying issue that has us being standoffish or being turned off.
And then
I would agree
and
with
when
that.
you come with that big gift, all of that goes away.
No, it don't. Not necessarily.
No, it
You don't think so?
Heck no.
The big items, the big thing, and it's just
No.
like, oh my God, he's so romantic.
No.
No.
I mean, it don't go away.
No.
It's like a double-edged sword. I mean, is something hindering you from throwing it in a circle once again? And because you're not throwing it in a circle, it's hindering us from being connected or romantic.
Now, okay, I've been talking junk about him and his throw it in a circle, but he actually made a point right there. And ladies, I'm gonna have to get on us for a minute. Men need that connection, that affection. I saw one of the comments. As a matter of fact, I'm about to find it. Hold on.
The church say amen.
It was a comment. It was a comment from Jonathan. I'm gonna find it because I read it as Tyrese was on his tangent. But basically, he said, "Don't come home and give me the last of you.
Ooh. How you
Like,
miss
don't
that
give
one?
me
That's
your
a-
leftover."
That's a jewel right there.
And
Lazy booty.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Right.
Ladies, we cannot come in and throw the headscarf on and, barely do anything and got our big girl drawers on instead of our cute drawers on.
'Cause
And
you wasn't doing that in the beginning.
And stuff like that. And then expect to reciprocate some type of romance. We're not giving it.
But then,
so why do you expect to receive it if you're not giving that romance?
So everybody should do the giving like they did in the beginning and the receiving like they was doing in the beginning.
Not necessarily like you was doing it in the beginning.
It has to be like that.
Because granted, you have more time in the beginning. We just can't let it lapse as far as we have been being in relationships. So maybe you're not doing some romantic every Friday, but maybe you are doing something every other Friday. Or something like that. Maybe you're not giving her flowers every Friday, but maybe you're sending her a text with flowers in them and say, I still love you, or something like that.
I agree with what you said. You said make it a priority. So
right.
you find time to do everything else. You find time to make adjustments to do other things. Why can't be the same way? Like when you first started dating. You didn't come up with no excuses of well, I got this going on, this, that, and the other going on. It was like...
It was eye contact.
Yeah, you could sit on the phone for hours or stare in each other's faces.
Y'all still sit on the phone for hours.
Yeah. So, hey.
I mean, if that's what him and his boo want to do,
they still sit on the phone for hours.
Spark that flame.
Hey.
You hang up. No, you hang up.
No, you hang up.
Get off my goddamn phone.
But
I told you I gotta work in the morning.
But in the beginning, that it wasn't an issue. In the beginning, it was like, it was just like you said, Robin. In the beginning, like it's that newness, like like when you get a new car,
right?
You don't want to see no lint in it, no dirt on it. You taking it to the car wash every couple of days. Then after a while, it's just like, it's got pollen on it. Oh well. I'm just saying.
I know, because I disrespect my car.
You do. That's a fact. But I'm just saying that's as an analogy. Like, you don't think about that when you like, she complaining because I ain't as romantic as I was in the beginning, or she ain't as throwing it in the circle as much as she used to. It's because both people have kind of stopped doing what they was doing in the beginning.
Or, wait a minute. See, we have to dig a little deeper into this because we keep saying, both people just not doing what they were doing in the beginning. But that might not be the only reason that romance has stopped in a relationship.
Oh, sure, other factors.
Oh, no. There are a lot of other factors.
Yeah.
Like laziness and comfortability is not the only reasons that romance stop in a relationship. Romance can stop in a relationship because the finances dried up.
Yeah.
Romance can stop in a relationship, like we said, because of our little cock blockers. Romance can stop in a relationship because...
Baby blockers.
Because one of the people in the relationship, and I'm going to just put this out there, I hate to say it like this, but if one of the two in the relationship does something that the other person does not deem desirable anymore, let's say they picked up quite a bit of weight or something like that.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the woman gain a little weight. So this is for my husbands. And no, I'm gonna stick this just to husbands. So, ladies, if you marry and you got a husband that's truly in love with you, truly in love, and you put on a little baby weight, that's more your issue than his issue because he is loving your baby weight. Okay, maybe you was slim and little tiny before the baby, but then when the baby was born, you gained a little weight. You think he don't want it anymore? When you walking away, he looking at that new booty go boom, 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 boom. He is loving your new booty. Any husband that is deeply in love with their wife love that new booty.
So you saying it's like, in their minds that we don't.
It's like this. If your favorite food is pizza, let's just say that your favorite food is pizza. And before the baby, you used to just having a slice. You can get a slice. You get a slice. Now, after the baby, you got the whole pizza. Do you think he complaining? Because now he got a whole pizza.
That was your analogy.
Versus a pie. Yeah. You was a pie before. You was a slice before. Now you a whole pizza.
Nobody want to be called no whole pizza time.
Well, the point is, we loving your everything. We look at
Okay, I see
y'all
what you're
like
saying.
we
I
ain't never
get that.
seen y'all before. Every time we look at y'all, you think we ain't lusting over y'all still?
Stop. If you look at us like you've never seen us every time you look at us, what is the problem with sending that in a text message? That's romantic.
Lazy, stupid, dumb.
So are we really gonna let everybody get away with lazy, stupid, and dumb?
I didn't say that's an excuse. I just said that's what we are.
What it is.
Yeah, because at that moment we looking at you like a whole meal. Like,
So what happens when you say, okay, I'm not going to do that because we're lazy, stupid, and dumb? And she like, well, I'm not going to throw it in the circle because I'm lazy.
then
stupid,
both
and
of y'all sit up there in the desert.
Somebody got to do some watering. Somebody got to start sprinkling. Somebody got to take the initiative and be like, okay, I hear what you're saying.
Y'all in there sounding like y'all eating on dry bread all day.
I can't with this guy. I can't.
Because it's just dry, dusty.
We got a comment from Adrian. Moving on. We got a comment from Adrian that says, he loves me for everything that rolls, bounces, and snaps. Big draws doesn't matter if he truly is your soul. If he truly in your soul loves you.
Right. And Adrian, you're right. We complain about headscarf loving, but ain't none of us turning it down.
No, we ain't turning
No,
it down.
not one little bit.
Not in the history
No.
of mandom.
No, we ain't even saying, baby, can you just take that off? We ain't stunning that headscarf. We ain't stunning your granny panties. We may like you to wrap it up in some thongs, but you think granny panties gonna stop us? Please. No. We about to squeeze them grannies together to make it look like a thong.
I'm not squeezing no granny panties together just so it can look like a thong, bro.
You ain't never pulled them thick old grannies to the side. You may have to do it with two hands because it got extra material.
I've lost control.
But you think we complaining about them grannies?
I've lost control.
We may want to see some thongs, but hey.
Listen, that's okay. All right. I'm sorry. I don't know how he went there about pulling your granny panties into a thong. I'm sorry.
Because we talking about what guys be. We find y'all desirable no matter what. That's why y'all be like, stop. I ain't even got on any makeup. I just look a mess. Stop. And he all over you like you a steak dinner. Because we find y'all desirable no matter what.
So what is the problem with expressing that?
We are expressing it, but I'll tell you what the problem is.
We're Pepe Le Pew in the situation.
No, we're expressing it based on our love language instead of expressing it based off that person's love language. So we should be doing all that based on your love language so you can receive it better. But it's easier said than done.
That's true. That's 100% true.
I just feel like, for me, and I'm just talking me personally, I feel like the effort is not there anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the stuff is there. All of the you should be.
Yeah. We know.
Happy.
We know. It's like
everybody know what
recipe.
they should be doing.
We
it's
know
just
the recipe.
doing it.
It's just like you said. It's like, but my thing is like to our topic is like you said, Robin, in the beginning. What happened? What's the breakdown? Like, what is it? Anybody's fault, or is it just default that this is happening? Or does
I got one even better.
Or does it just progressively get worse as time go on?
I got one even better. We can stop trying to figure out what happened. Let's try to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah, That's true.
Because the what happened, there's nothing we can do about it.
Right. That's true.
What we can do something about is how to fix it, though. And the way to fix it is to put forth the effort.
Have you ever seen those couples, like those elderly couples, and they look so cute and adorable? Like he's sitting down there and feeding her ice cream, and
or they hold, they still that happy,
like holding hands, and like they're just like, oh, like,
I always wonder how your 60th
you know she ain't throwing it in a circle, and he
how
don't
you
want
know
it.
she ain't throwing it in a circle? They make Niagara now.
Listen.
Niagara.
You ain't never seen the joke. Hold
Niagara.
on.
Did the Niagara take her home?
Somebody Niagara take her home.
Ain't no 80 or 90-year-olds throwing it in no circle. I don't care what kind of pill they got out here. Them the couples I'm talking about. And you be like, he's just still gazing into her eyes.
I hope my wife
and she like,
throwing it at
come
80.
on, beautiful.
I want to still be throwing it at 80.
You know what? This is what I
please.
want for me and my wife when she turned 80. When she
turned 80.
Yeah. When we're in our 80s. When she go to the doctor and she got to get that hip replacement. I want to be looking at the doctor like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's all me.
Sorry about that, doc. But you go ahead and give her that titanium package. So I plan on putting in that work.
At 80, man.
Hey, that's how I want it to be.
Tired, really. At 80.
Why you got to give up your lovely... I mean, you can't pump as long, but maybe you can only do 4 pumps.
Why can't you just feed her ice cream and hold her
I can
hand and go
still
on
do
long
all
walks?
that, but why can't we still be throwing it in a circle?
Because you're 80.
Okay, who
What's
was that?
wrong with that?
Who was that in the good book? Was that Abraham?
Ain't nobody in the...
How old was Abraham when he had his last kid,
Over
Isaac?
100. It was his first kid, actually.
Yeah, Isaac.
I'm pretty sure
And he had
whoever...
it with a young tender at that, didn't he? Then he had it with a young tender. And then he got his wife pregnant, and she was old as dirt, too.
Yeah, she was. Sarah was
Okay,
old.
so they can throw it in a circle in the Bible, and I can't throw it in a circle. Hey.
You can...
Why?
Why can't you... Why you can't do the other romantic things?
You can do that
Okay,
too.
okay,
I'm
stop.
saying you can do that
Wait,
too. You
stop.
don't have to stop.
First of all, I do agree with Ty.
Okay.
Age should not stop you from being intimate with your spouse. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
You may want to, but at 80...
No,
That's
no,
you.
that
Or
ain't
90.
You
true.
see, this is why we need that sound effect. The devil is alive. 'Cause, yeah, you save this clip right here because that's going to be our sound effect next week. Me saying the devil is alive.
Okay.
If the Lord bless me with the hips to keep thrusting and my wife the hips to keep circling it, we still going to fellowship.
And I agree with that. I 100% agree with that.
I hope he
Not
gets
to
you
mention,
with the
I
health
feel
and
like
strength.
getting it in until your old age helps you stay young.
Right.
Like, I think it's one of those things that, it help you stay vibrant. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Okay. I'm over 40. I know.
I'm over 40 too.
Okay.
The devil is a lie yet
I
again.
know.
My husband is older than both of y'all. And, let's stop playing. I don't even need your sound effect. I don't even need it.
I mean, okay.
Right. And Vaughn says age may reduce how often and long, but it can still be done. Absolutely. So like I said.
I said 80 or 90. Y'all acting like I said 50 or 60.
Listen.
It could be 100. As
First
long
of
as
all-
Y'all missed my point.
as
First
long
of all,
as I'm on this
no matter
earth.
what, I'm going to always be 11 years younger than my husband.
Okay.
From now to the end of time, I'm going to be
Right.
11 years younger than him. So he going to have to be 80 giving it up.
Okay.
I'm only 69.
Okay. I hear you.
I'm just saying.
I hear you.
I'm going to have my little pill box. It's going to be my heart pills on Monday,
And
my blood pressure on
Make
Tuesday.
sure you get you one of them IV drips to hang by the
That's
side
fine.
of the bed too.
You know what? I am sorry that you don't think you're
Right.
going to be getting it in at 80, but I am with Ty on this one, and that's for me and
If
my
I
house.
got to get a whole system to be like clear.
Listen, if I got to buy a whole gurney for the bed
Right.
for me to sit in and bounce up and down on him manually,
Okay.
If I gotta save most of my
I get
retirement
it.
money to hire somebody to push my hips,
I got
trust,
it. I got
it's
it.
gonna happen.
If we gotta hire somebody,
Oh my God. I said I got it. Dang.
we just want to make sure
Yeah, I got it.
that
Okay.
you understand.
Let me start getting myself in shape now.
You should.
Mm-hmm.
You should, because that's what's
I-
gonna make you be able to get it in at 80.
I'm packing on
Okay,
some
so
pounds.
let's talk. How we get that romance back?
Okay.
Okay, so I feel like to get that romance back, first of all, you have to evaluate or reevaluate the things that you were doing. In all seriousness, even if it's not you got kids, so you may not be able to, go out and sneak away like you used to. For example, a couple weeks ago, my husband and I had a sitter overnight. That don't happen often.
Yeah.
And we had a sitter overnight, so we went and he knows that I got a thing about hot tubs and whirlpools because I like soaking. I'm that bath person you were talking
Yeah.
about. I
Hell
like
water.
the hell water. I like to soak. So what he did was he took me out to a really nice restaurant, really nice 5-star restaurant, dated me, took me out on a date, and then took me back to a hotel with the hot tub. I packed my little spin the night bag.
Spend the night bag.
The one that I had retired years ago. I packed my little.
Oh, it's called the spin a night bag now.
I'm an adult. I am an adult. It's the spin the night bag.
It's the spin the night bag.
I am an adult.
We're not going to explicit the bag.
It's the spin the night bag.
Yeah.
I packed my little spin the night bag.
Okay.
It's spinner. It's SPINNA. Yeah, spinner. The spinner night bag. And we spent the night out at a hotel after he took me out, and I had a great time. It was romantic. We had a lot of fun.
So he put that work in. So I think,
And then that's when the chest came.
yeah, that's how he got that chest. That's how she got it. Doing it in a circle to get that
I can
chest.
blast myself.
She knew what it was gonna be. He took her to he took her to dinner, then took her back to the room, and she was like, you know what? I'm getting my chest.
My point
Earning
was.
this chest tonight.
My point was
That's okay. That's cool.
the romance.
Right,
Those
you're right. That was-
things,
that was-
those
that-
things
all
that are
seriousness,
that
that
are
was right.
romantic.
And you know what I think one thing we need to do, and I think we're getting close on our final thoughts, so I'll start with me. Go on, give me that close up.
All right, I'm coming with it.
Mr. Cameraman.
All righty. Go ahead, Ty.
So, like Robin said, so I would say, yeah, to get that romance back, not only the key is being committed to do the work and doing those little things, but I think we got to get to a point that we can't give up. So you try a little thing today and it didn't get you the results you want, so you stop doing it. I think you have to do it and be committed to doing it no matter what happens. So she may not respond to you just how you want it that day, but as you continue to do things, continue to work on things, continue to build things up, then possibly she or he will have to do the work.
So for me, I honestly feel like there's work to do on both sides, and I'm more leaning towards us guys, because quite naturally, women are just more nurturing, more they pay attention to more things that's going on. And so to make them feel appreciated and not taken for granted, and, you putting forth that extra effort, whether you getting, don't do it just to get something in return. And one of my biggest thing is, like I said before earlier, is like always thinking that it has to be this grand, big old production. Like I had these ideas in my mind, and it's like you said, Ty, earlier, like, so you, and my wife has said this too, like, so you rather do nothing because you can't do the big things, so you rather do nothing. And now I'm feeling like, hey, you can't write me no letter, you can't run me some bath water. It's, the little things. So now I ain't doing the big things and I'm not doing the little things. So just to refocus that and say, okay, yeah, I may not be able to do the big things right away, but let me make sure I lock in these small things and not, and let her know that I'm not, taking her for granted. So.
Okay. What my final thought would be is to put the effort in. One of the things that me and my girls did about a month or two ago, Lay, you're on the, I see you're on, so you can chime in. One of the things that we did was, I have a group of 3 friends. There's 4 of us. And we did an accountability thing. And basically what we did was we were determined to make all 4 of our marriages, put all 4 of our marriages in a better place. So we would text each other daily and ask each other in our group chat, did you text your husband something today to make him feel good? A compliment. I love you. I appreciate you. Something like that. And we did this with each other, holding each other accountable for 30 days. And the results that came out of that situation, we were all happy with. So I say that to say it's sometimes the small things that build up to the bigger things. I said earlier in the show that a lot of times when romantic gestures are not received, it's because there is an underlying issue. Find out what that underlying issue is. See if you can work on that underlying issue and then start small. It doesn't have to be you go buy them a Bentley. It doesn't have to be you go buy dressers and chests, since the fellas want to believe that that's how I got it.
That's how you got it.
It doesn't have to be all of that. It's the simple things. It's the small gestures. It's the I thought about you. It's the putting forth the effort. It's us not having to tell you to be romantic, but you being romantic. And I'm not saying us as women, I'm talking about your spouse. Your spouse shouldn't have to tell you, hey, the romance is missing. That's something that you should be aware of, you should be cognizant of, and you should want to express to your spouse. So my point is it's that thing that you have to continually give effort and continually work on, because if you don't, like Ty has said multiple times, you become comfortable, you become lazy. So you have to continue to be romantic on purpose. And as you guys are watching, until our next show next Wednesday, I dare you guys. As a matter of fact, we'll do it to our show, our first Friday show next Friday, because we're doing the love questions, the relationship questions.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put an assignment on our
love challenge.
Yep, I'm going to put a love challenge on our viewers. Take the next 7 to 10 days, and every day do something romantic for your spouse, whether it's a text message, whether it's a love note, whether it's a single flower or a dozen roses, however you want to do it. I challenge you until next week, Friday, every day to do something romantic for your spouse, and watch how things turn around, watch how things get better, and watch how things are better received.
And post it on our page.
Post it on our page. Let us know, because we want to watch.
Every day, post it on our page to let us know.
Yeah,
and
we'll give each
post
other
too.
We want to give each other some ideas.
Yeah.
We want to bounce stuff off each other. Post. Let us know what you did today to show romance to your spouse. I'm putting forth the challenge. Let's all do it together.
Hashtag romance challenge.
Hashtag romance challenge.
Yep. We gonna do it out there with you all.
We doing it too.
Yeah,
so every day.
Like we said, we may give our opinions and everything, but we got work to do on ourselves as well.
Absolutely.
Lord knows I can kick up the romance tips.
I'm definitely.
Hashtag romance challenge.
Hashtag romance challenge. All right, so Friday night.
Love.
We're gonna kick
Not
back.
this Friday. It's next Friday.
Next Friday?
Yeah.
Is it this Friday?
It's
Our
next
first Friday.
First Friday.
Our first Friday show.
So yeah, we're gonna last first Friday. I don't know if y'all got to see it. If you wasn't there, we had fun. It's a little less, we kick back and like let loose and have a little bit more fun and everything like that. So we're gonna play a game. And we'll have it all set up for you guys, and
you guys we'll be able to do questions for y'all, questions for us. Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun next Friday.
Yep. So make sure you tune in. And anybody else got anything else to say?
Well, I mean, we got our Wednesday show next week too. So.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So make sure
Tune in next Wednesday. Invite your friends, family.
share, let it grow. Again, we
Help
got
us grow.
1,000 followers.
Yeah, we thank y'all for that.
1,000 subscribers. We're trying to get YouTube and some other outlets. So for people who like maybe listen to podcasts, we're trying to do Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, we're gonna be on everything for you all.
So just grow with us and have fun. And again, it's just our opinion with
Robin,
Mike,
And Ty.
Again, shout out to our sponsor, the Job Collection.
Hey,
we appreciate
make
you.
sure you shop.
Make sure you shop the Job Collection.
Yes.
Zoom in on that joke.
Let me go.
Zoom in on that Job Collection bottles.
Yep.
It's really good body butter. Make sure you check them out. We have their information in the chat. You can check them out on Facebook. It's the Job Collection, but it's spelled DIOP. So
Yes.
make sure when you look it up on Facebook, DIOP Collection. They also do a small business vendor thing on Saturday, so you can look that up as well. But we appreciate you guys for joining us tonight. We love you guys, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Yep. Deuces.
Peace.